Children, how are you all tonight?
We are fine, Mama Tamuna.
Good. Our story tonight is titled The Wise King. Long time ago, in Rumibo Kingdom in Rivers, a young king named Ajuru ascended the throne of his father, who had just transited to the great beyond. He remembered all what his father told him before he passed on. And so he wanted to be not just a king, but a good leader to his people. In order to choose the right people to work with him, to help him build the kingdom of Rumibo, he came up with a plan. You all want to know the plan, children?
Yes, Mama Tamuna.
Okay, I will tell you. But first, they found out that the royal crown beads were missing from the palace of the king.
Missing?
Someone took them. But who? Who took the precious bead?
Our king, His Majesty, King Ajuru, says I shall announce to you that the royal crown beads are missing from the palace.
Yay!
If found by any one of you, kindly return them, and you shall be rewarded. If you mistakenly took them, no problem. Simply return them back to the palace by mistake. Yes, so by mistake.
The kingdom of Rumibo was unusually quiet this day, and there seemed to be restricted and hushed movement around the palace of young King Ajuru. There were groups of men and women huddled together, speaking in low tones. Some chiefs of the land were also together, talking in hushed tones. What happened was indeed terrible.
This is unbelievable. Aha!
This looks like a bad dream to me. The prestigious and expensive royal beads? But how?
This is an abomination.
It is unheard of. This is not good at all. In fact, it's a bad omen. Yes.
Unimaginable.
Stop speaking big grammar here. What is it?
Can't I express my emotions anymore?
Emotions indeed. Is that the solution to our current problem?
What is it? Do you want to break all my bones?
Yunko, what about you? Do you want to kill me?
Why are you running? Is anyone after your life? Or do you know anything about the missing royal beads?
What kind of silly question is that? By the way, we are not also running.
Me? Run? From who? From what? I was only rushing to meet up with an important appointment. Hey! Tamuna!
Look at you. So who is chasing you now?
Hey! Chief. What are we going to do?
You and who? Look! Go and vomit every single money and property you took.
What? Am I the only? Are you accusing me?
Accuse you? No, of course not. I'm only trying to tell you that the day of judgment is here and it is now.
Meaning what? I'm not in a position of the missing royal beads.
Oh, look at you. So who is talking about the royal beads? A word is enough for the wise. Be warned.
You must be joking.
In any case, I saw some youth moving in the direction of your house.
So,
Young boys and girls protesting, of course. They called you an oppressor.
Damuno, I'm a dead man.
Chief! Why are you running? I thought you have nothing to fear.
Long live the king.
Your Majesty, our late king, your father, was a great man.
Yes, Your Majesty. You are indeed a worthy son of that great man, and you gave him a befitting burial.
Long may you reign, King Ajuru of our kingdom.
Our phenomenal King Ajuru.
What is that again?
All I'm saying here is that our king is a rare breed. An enigma. A colossus.
And please, Chief Simi, let us not forget the main reason why we are gathered here today.
Yes.
We live here in the village while you reside there in the city. So please don't come and confuse us with words too big for our heads to carry.
Your Majesty, now that the burial rites of our late king, your father, are over, what next?
What's
next? We are at your service, Your Majesty. We are ready to begin our duty fully under your able leadership. Is that not so, my fellow chiefs?
Yes.
You have spoken well.
My chiefs, I thank you all. I thank you for serving and counseling my great-grandfather, my grandfather, and my father, all of whom have departed to join our ancestors. As you can see, I am but a child in your midst. Yes, you all will certainly agree with me that you are all so very much older than me, with so many generations between us. And so...
Oh yes, Your Majesty. That shouldn't be a problem. I mean, though we are aged, but we are still young at heart. And we know how your generation thinks.
You understand how my generation thinks?
Yes.
Okay, but I would like to have a few young chiefs under the same age bracket as me. Like the saying goes, birds of the same feathers flock together, and like-minded people tend to achieve greater and better things together. So this end, some of you will be retired, so you can go home and rest. Hold it, please. One more issue that is at stake. You all know that it is no longer news that the royal crown beads are missing from the palace. When my late father was sick, a lot of very concerned people visited him in the inner chambers where these ornaments were kept. I'm not saying any of you took these ornaments, but then, the bottom line is the royal crown beads are missing, and we must find them fast before I install my new chiefs.
And so, my children, that was how trouble began in the land. All the chiefs were scared because they did not want to lose the portion of the goodies they are getting from the palace of the king. But King Ajuru was not moved. He knew what he wanted and he went for it.
Preposterous!
Retirement? How come? Where is it ever done?
I have never heard of any kingdom where the chiefs go on retirement.
Same here.
Can you imagine? What are we going to do? How are we going to survive?
I wonder.
Me here, I am not ready to lose all we are getting from the palace. So, that's our only source of livelihood. We get cut off now, won't we die?
But why breaking chiefs is sacred? What do they know? They will simply cause problems for us.
Yes.
Besides, how will I retain my beautiful lifestyle I have over there in the city if I am retired?
You mean your expensive lifestyle through dubious means? And so, what about you? How will you maintain your 5 wives and 25 children? Very soon you start selling all the lands you stole from people.
Enough. Are we here to wash out our dirty limits in public? Which of anyone among us does not have a skeleton in our cupboard? Or which of anyone among us does not feel far from the people and the palace?
Ask them. Instead of looking for ways to appease the young king to retain us and forget the stealing of new chiefs his age grade, you're all here misbehaving. It's like you don't know the enormity of what is at stake here.
No. See who is talking. You have started again, no? See the current situation we are in. And you are still here blowing all this your big grammar.
Yes.
You mean our current predicament?
All hail our king!
All hail our king!
My people, I greet you all.
We greet you, our noble king.
People of our kingdom, our king, his majesty, King Ajuru, said I shall announce to you that the royal crown beads that were declared missing some days ago have been found. The royal crown beads that were mistakenly taken by some people, the same people mistakenly returned them back to the palace.
Thank you, my people. I know that I am young, and yet you allowed me to be your king, to rule over you. But I want you all to know that there will be no me without you. I need you all to join hands with me to rebuild our kingdom and make it great again. I certainly cannot do it on my own.
Yes.
Yes. It's true. It's true.
We need this order in this journey to succeed. Let us all imbibe the virtues of honesty, integrity, love, selflessness, so that we can all be great again.
Yes.
It is in this glorious need to start afresh with me as your king that I will not mention the names of those who returned the supposed stolen royal beads that were taken by mistake. These people know themselves, and many of them are here today. But there is another secret I want to tell you today. Do you know what it is? Okay. The royal crown beads were never stolen. Yes, the royal crown beads are intact. They were never removed from the palace. I merely hid them to help me test the integrity of every single one of you here today, including my chiefs.
So your majesty, you mean?
Yes, all the beads that were brought to me by some of you, you shouldn't have done so, as the real royal beads are intact. Now I know those who are genuine and sincere and who will work with me to rebuild our kingdom.
Indeed, nothing is hidden under the sun. Talk about the wind blowing and exposing the behind of the chicken. In this case, more chicken than expected. That was how King Ajuru was able to pick trustworthy people that helped him build the land of his father. And Rumigbo Kingdom became a force to be reckoned with and was the best kingdom in those days because it was founded on what, children?
Sincerity.
Yes.
Honesty.
Yes.
Selflessness and love.
Yes, Chimzi, you're raising your hand up. Do you have something to tell us?
Yes, Mama Tamuna. King Ajuru was a very wise king.
Good. Give yourself a round of applause, children. Now let's go on to our next story. It is titled The Treasure. Say it, children.
The treasure.
Many years ago, there were 4 friends who grew up in the land of Abonima. They were best of friends and so very close to one another. Even strangers to the village where they lived thought that these 4 girls were blood sisters because of how close they were to one another. Until one day. Children, say one day.
One day.
Yes, one day. They were coming back from the farm and found a treasure.
You are fighting me. Yes, I will fight you again and again. What did me and my friends do that you and your friends gathered yourselves to be there? What did they do?
Yeah, you know they when the 2 of them scatter our game we are playing just now. Yeah, you know.
Is that enough reason to be there?
Okay, you wait. Stop right there. What is going on here? What is going on here? Are you not playing outside for?
So keep it. Will you be here your purpose again? You are for wait for me.
No, why are you running now? Stop.
We have stayed now.
Those 4 girls again. Let's look at how fast they ran from here. If I should ever catch them disturbing the peace of this neighborhood.
What will you do to them? Those 4, they are so close. If you make the mistake of touching one, they'll keep you and your children busy for days.
Is that so?
They are so united, you even think they are blood sisters. I've never seen friends like that before. Please, my sisters, let's go and continue what we're doing inside.
Yes, my children, make sure you eat well.
Okay, Mama.
So keep playing one big in 10. How are your parents?
They are fine, Mama.
The food was delicious. I think your mother didn't give us that food. The others have.
Oh, my children, you're back. I hope you went well.
Yes, Mama.
Okay, come in. I prepared some food for you to eat.
No, Mama, we just finished eating at my house just now.
That means your mom is back there.
Yes, Mama. She sends her greetings to you.
But when you go home, greet her for me, yeah? Send my greetings to her.
Okay, Mama, I will.
Just say I'm appreciating her.
Yes, Mama, I will.
That's my children. Suki Prim, baby, when you go home, greet your mom for me, oh.
Okay, Mama. Mama, let me see my friends, so I'll be right back.
Okay, my dear. Okay. See you, yeah?
so that she can get some strength. Okay. I'm worried about Ruby.
Don't worry, she will be alright.
Please, Mama. Please,
Ruby, get up, please. Ruby, please, just open your mouth. Just continue till you get better.
Papa,
is anyone home? Papa, we are home. Oh, please come in.
How is she? I hope better.
No, Mama. She's not well.
Thank you, my children. You girls worry too much. No one should go well soon. Yeah, you girls worry too much.
That's what I just told them just before you came in. Welcome, my sister. How is Baba Dimitri doing?
It's fine, no. He sent his love and asked that give this to our daughter with him and tell her to get well.
Thank you, my sister.
Get well, yeah? Get well, I say.
She will. She just needs to regain her strength and be herself again.
You can see, even her friends have not even been themselves since she got ill.
I know. This for no one can separate them all.
Even if you try to, you just wasting your time because their love for each other is so strong.
Abiyo, please come and sit.
Thank you, my sister. Poor child. Just meeting her.
Empty. Can you imagine that?
Now wow, can't you see one of you without seeing the others? What is this, Seth?
Meaning what? Meaning nothing, oh, please go away. We don't want your trouble, please leave us alone.
You are all very lucky.
Very lucky. Very lucky. Very lucky for what? What can you do? What can we do? Ha! You're running away now. Shameless thing.
Come on. Give the net, police
Who is my own? You lie on the rightful owner.
No way, it belongs to me. How can you say it's yours? I am the owner.
Give me this. Come and see, the four best friends fighting. Hey!
What happened? What are they fighting over? They want to kill themselves for?
We die here.
That's a big fat lie. I'm the owner. We die here today.
Mama Tamuno, why? Yes, my children, why? You have seen how these four wonderful friends suddenly became enemy, just like that. But that's not the end of the story. So cheer up, children.
Is this the reason for the show of shame? Just because of this treasure, you all want to outsmart each other, even kill each other just to possess it. Where is the love you all grew up with for one another? Gone with the wind, just like that? Why? Tell me your names.
Soki Prim,
Raybin,
Elekima, Mimiten.
You see, your name begins with these letters, S-W-E-N, which stands for the four walls of our land, south, west, east, and north. We are one.
Yes, we are one.
We were born and started out in love. We must continue in that love in sickness, in health, in prosperity, and in abundance. We remain strong as one.
Yes! One.
When hatred comes in, we fight among ourselves and the love dies. We must never allow hatred in any form. We must remain united and strong, and together we shall overcome. You see, there is nothing inside. You have all been fighting over nothing. You are friends and sisters because you all come from this land. You share a bond. You must never nurse any ill feelings towards one another. You are one.
Yes, we are one.
I can see you are all so happy now.
Yes, Mama Tamuno.
Okay, children, tell me what you learned from that story. Yes?
I learned that we are one people, one nation.
Yes. Buma?
I learned that we should love and not hate ourselves.
Good. Sotonye?
I learned that our land is rich and big enough for us all.
You are all very correct, my children. We should love one another because we are one. Okay, it is now time to go home. Good night, children.
Good night.